Okay. Okay. Oh, yeah. There goes everything. Oh, yeah, that's my body breaking. Oh, yeah, I can feel the fundamentals of my existence. Coming part of the seams. Okay. Okay. Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome to another conspiracy streaming time. Time to stream our conspiracies. My conspiracy. This game wants me dead, personally. That's why we have all these talking sessions and NBC talks we gotta go through. This game wants me dead. Yep, I think that's the only logical explanation. Falcom has a hit out on me in a mental way. They're going to kill me mentally before they kill me physically. Fucking Falcom, man. Oh, right, we had a plot shiny again happen, didn't we? Right, I think our count for this was 3 Bracer, 2 Spriggan. How is the count so bad? Okay. Somehow the count of Spriggan to Bracer is fucking gotten so much worse. Like, good God. So I consider this chapter having the worst first impression? I mean, if you count this chapter as including the ending of the last chapter, then I guess so. Because, like, the ending of the last chapter I still think was really bad. So if you can consider that as part of it, then I suppose so. Otherwise, this is like... I can't really say off the top of my head what chapter of Daybreak 1 and 2. How can this chapter have the ending of the last chapter in it? The only reason I consider that at all, Carrie, is because like the reason for this chapter happening, or at least the basic premise of it, is directly linked to the ending of last chapter. No music, by the way. Oh, right. Hold on. Let me turn that on. There we go. Is because it's linked directly to the ending of last chapter. It's like, what does this last chapter ends with Swin betraying the group and Nadia crying. This chapter begins with Nadia immediately disappearing, and we try and find her because her and Swin out. Like, that's the only reason I even like kind of am entertaining that, I thought. Otherwise, this chapter is kind of just being too much talking. Kind of another quest where fucking okay, I have to put this down. This is fucking ridiculous. Motherfucking Van has now twice been like, I'm gonna use reverse psychology. Really? How? I'm going to tell them to kill themselves. Just... Van, what the fuck? I don't know what else to say there. Just like, man, this is the second time you thought reverse psychology meant telling them to fucking kill themselves. It's just... It's just so... It just takes me out so much. Like it's just like, Van, what the fuck? It's like the writers revealed their hand. And it's like, oh, I know. This is what reverse psychology is. Yeah, definitely. No, it isn't. Please, no one ever think that's what reverse psychology is. Never tell a suicidal person to kill themselves. That's not how that's not how reverse psychology works. Oh my god. But besides that, right. Oh, right. Where is Ashan? Do I even have her here? Do I have to dig up the graveyard? I have to dig up the graveyard. Congratulations, Ashan. Ashin. You're actually getting out of the graveyard because you fucking did something. What you did was kind of pointless overall, and it looks like we're doing mind control / mind manipulation, which I am... I really hope that's not what they're gonna keep doing. I really fucking hope so. Can you imagine if you actually can fail the quest to the point where time travel is needed? You think that'd be funny? That would be quite something. Ooh, no, that's better. Love struck fool. Yep. I'll be quite frank. I don't understand. I like, okay, we've taken the time. I think I can say this. I think it's safe to say. Why the fuck does Ashan love Sao? We got into their backstory now, and it's essentially kid was sad when young. Sao went, oh, kid, you good? She went, oh, you not really. And he went, okay, kid, let me take you home. He's like, I want to go do the candy store first. And he's like, fine. And then she fucking got a crush on him. Okay. And then Sao had, and like, it's just a case of like, we've never seen Sao be kind. Like, it's a weird crush. That's it, you think. Like, my issue mostly comes from the fact that it's like, Ashan, and even to a much lesser extent, this is admittedly, oh, right, I have to say he's awesome. Fucking, our boy, Eren. It's like they speak as if Sao was at a time kind, which is just like, no, what? We've never seen him be kind, so it's just that kind of thing where it's like, I don't believe you. Like, oh no, Sao, you weren't always like this. Oh, you're so different, and I'm just like, what the fuck are you on about? You've never shown a side of Sao that wasn't a manipulated bastard. So having her like. Sure, I can believe she had a crush, per se, like, years back, but how long ago was the crossbow duology? Because it seems like Sao's been a piece of shit for a long fucking time. Like, a very long time. Like, long enough that I don't understand how you would still have a crush on him when none of the points you seem to be saying he has exist. Like, I just, like, You failed to convince me that this crush makes even a lick of sense. Like, I get how there's, like, for example, I just understand how there's a shit ton of girls who crush on Rin. Rin just is a generally kind and responsible dude who tries to help people. And for a lot of the girls in Class 7, that was kind of what they needed. You know, just someone they could rely on and someone who would help them, even in the small problems. So I understand why a lot of them develop crushes on him, but like, we haven't really seen, like, have we seen Sao say thank you, Ashan, or even just be like help Ashan out with anything? Like, not really, huh? So it just comes across like, why the fuck do you have this crush? Anyway. Also, mind control. No, stop. I don't want this. Like, are we really going to have this chapter be 6 or 7-ish fights to get back the bloody Genesis, and it's all gonna be mind control? Are we really doing that? I'd really not want that. That'd be kind of lame. That'd be kind of boring as fuck. Like, even aside from the fact that I think mind control at this point is usually done really poorly in Trails, I like, just even thinking about that, it's like, I don't want to go through an entire act where it's just get back the Genesis again. I'd rather the villain enact their grand plan and we just move on, hurry up and start doing there. It's not mind control. If you change someone's memories to make them think that their lover was instead their friend's killer, I call that mind control. If you change someone's memories, that's a different... It's not your... It's very much a kind of mind control. It's one aspect of it. Take this from a professional person who's looked into this shit. It's a variant. Manipulating memories is a form of mind control. It's just... That's the case, Gary. So, like, okay, you can have their... Okay, time to go over this because I have actually thought about this many times. Okay. So, forms of mind control forms. So, I've actually thought about this too much. I'm a dangerous person. Control forms? Where did my mind part of this go? What do you mean it doesn't fit on the fucking thing? Okay. So, you've got... How many people have had their memories altered by Genesis in the real world? Oh, I'm not quite sure what you're getting at there. Let me put this. Okay, so we got full mind control. That's where. So you got full mind control. That's what. No thoughts. Basically, a puppet. Manipulation control. Changes target's perception of reality so that they'll do things they normally won't. Keeps target's personality. Memory control. Changes target's memories to get them to do certain things. Keeps target's personality. Partial, not partial, body control. Person's aware of actions and possibly able to speak, but has no control over their body. Like, this is a couple of different kinds of mind control you can see in media. Just let me fix my face. Flan says basically anything that takes character agency away for the sake of a story is mind control, because what's the point of character development if the writers just change on whim? Mind control is a very interesting thing, because I find it, like, for example, I think one of the most interesting mind control is like, I don't like seeing the mind control here, but I will say memory control is not the worst. I actually generally like memory control and manipulation control, because these let you keep a target's personality, which is, I think, of like, the worst kinds of mind control are the ones where you don't have the person's personality being any bit of the character, because then you might as well just have a puppet. Yeah, it's like there's no point in this character being mind controlled whatsoever. When you have the manipulation or memory control, though, you at least have a bit of the character seeping through. So, like, this gave an idea for Asana, you see, that, like, Ashen, where it's like, yeah, she cares so much about Sao that she would go after the killer 110% and would never forgive for, fucking, I don't think I have fucking Kurogane here, but Kurogane is much more dedicated to the master of Ikaruga rather than to the princess of it. Like, we got something of their characters out of this, you know? It wasn't entirely pointless, per se. If being coerced into doing something, I take their agency by making them do something via force, mind control by that decision. It's why I kind of actually do disagree on what Flan's definition of mind control is. Because mind control, these are in my eyes, these are the kinds of mind control you'll usually see in fiction. And the biggest thing is doing something that normally the person would not do and like, that's the biggest thing. But it's via mental manipulation rather than physical manipulation. So doing something like threatening your friend's safety would be physical manipulation because you're physically threatening something, while mind control would be changing your person's mind to think their friends are being in a very dangerous situation. Something like that's how I would kind of think of it. Yeah, I do think that this kind, I'm actually gonna put this here, not worse version of mind control, just kinda tired of any version right now, honestly. Like, again, as I said, we actually did get something out of this. So we got out of this more characterization from Ashen, I keep fucking up her name, holy shit, and Kurogane. It's just, I'm tired. I don't want to go through an entire arc or act where we end up doing the same thing over and over again. I don't want us to go through, like, okay, here's a wild guess right now, and it's probably not even that wild a guess. I'm gonna actually add it into this man, right? Can't actually change history, so we'll change everyone's memory of history instead. I think what you agree that mind control is slightly less bad, so that Trails Writers is a very bad tracker and directly control their characters. Yeah, far too often in Trails, at least Toad Steel especially had this issue. We ended up with full mind control, where it's no thoughts, basically a puppet, or body control, but even then that was like a weird variant of it. We didn't get very interesting things going on. But yeah, I entirely suspect right now that the endgame plot is going to be, oh my god, everyone in the world, except Arkwright Solution for whatever reason, his memories have been manipulated and they all believe this fake history. Oh my god, and they hate Arkwright Solutions. Oh my god. And it's like, okay, I can get on that. I just, like, if that's where we're going, I don't want to go through, like, however many times to do this other shit. Who got body controlled in Trails? Laura's dad. I think I can say that for... yeah, Laura's dad and Angie, I think, are body control. But just, like, if we're gonna go with that of, like, everyone's memories gets manipulated and history doesn't change, but people thought of history as a different thing, like, cool. I can get behind that. I just don't want us to have to go through, like, however fucking many fights to get there. Like, if that's the end goal, no. And even if that's not the end goal, I don't want to have to go through even 3 fights caused by this memory manipulation stuff. It's just like, I don't want that. Perhaps that's just a personal thing, but I just kind of want to get to the story, as it were. Oh, that sounds so weird to say, but it's just meh. Oh, right. I don't think you were here for this, Carrie, so I'm gonna kind of reiterate this. I fucking hate Reen's nose. Not Reen. Fuck my ass. I said Reen again. I don't like this man's nose. Oh, the smelling shit? Yeah. Yeah, this is, call this a pet peeve or what have you, I don't know, but this is getting, the more we have of it, the more it pisses me off. I'm just like, we had a dead end and a time travel required because this motherfucker's nose didn't work. He was like, oh wow, oh no, there were more of them? Oh, I didn't know that. And then next scene, next time we go to the scene, he's like, ah, I smelt it too late. It's like, what the fuck do you mean you smelt it too late? Shut the fuck up about this shit then. Ah! It just pisses me the fuck off. It's used as such a plot thing. It's just so utterly nonsensical. Like, just stop it. I don't know. Stop being here just for the plot and only when you need it for the plot. Because then it doesn't exist when the plot doesn't want it. I just like, god fucking damn it. Oh, right. Apparently that's because of his demonic nature. I wish they didn't do whatsoever because the writers can't decide when it actually happens and when it doesn't. It's in the same vein as I sense you. Ah, yes, I sense your presence. It's like, it's that same kind of anime bullshit where the reason I call it anime bullshit is because it's that kind of thing where writers use it to make a character look cool and they kind of ignore it for every time when it would help a character out. It's just like, it's on the same level as the unclouded mind for this gal, where it's a case of like, oh wow, she can read minds. And then when the plot doesn't want her to read minds, she can't. It's like, what? Why even have her read minds? It doesn't make her look cool. It makes her either look stupid as fuck or the writer's incompetent. Like, don't do that? Duh? No, well, but you see, if Van has a good nose, then Zeros would be redundant. Remember that Zeros also has a good enough nose I can find into objects? Oh, I forgot about that. Thank you. That's stupid, too. Your personal theory about Shizuna is that she's an outside universe. She's a power gamer her way through her time in Zemuria. That would at least be a little bit interesting. I won't lie. That'd at least be something more interesting for her. Like, I just don't... I've said this, I think, before. I don't like Shizuna mostly because she's a Mary Sue that has enough impact on the plot to kind of... that she's, like, frustrating in a way. I can get behind her personality. It's just that, again, Daybreak 1 had the issue of her personality was fucking was like stuffed under the sheets for most of the game. It's like, motherfuckers, you let her have her personality in like the last like hour, 2 hours of the game? Like, what the fuck was with you then? I don't understand. I like her personality enough so. It's just for Daybreak 1 decided to have some of the, like, just, no, you didn't show enough of it. God damn. Oh, right. I mean, you understand she was super popular and she wasn't supposed to be in the game as much as that she is, but they changed that due to popularity. Why the fuck was she popular? Because she has nice tits? What? Is the player base of Falcom really that easily manipulated by nice tits? No. No, please tell me no. Please. Let me have hope in humanity. No. No. That can't be. Yeah, she's kind of a tsundere. Tsundere? I would not describe her as a tsundere. Like, I call her like a gadfly, honestly. Plus, to be fair, she is mysterious. Maybe it's just me. Mystery isn't enough for me to like a character or to be extremely interested in them per se. You're not sure what does? Hey, I've gone in. What? I don't seem to like any What the fuck you on about, Gary? I've sung praises to Fairy and Aaron, and with my biggest gripe being the fact that they're not as involved in the storyline. I've talked about how fucking Nadia is like a good and consistent character, and I was kind of fine with. And until the betrayal, I was also fine with Swin. I just thought the density was annoying. I'm like, Barry's okay. I made her a murder girl. Do you remember when she talks about? Come on, you can't blame me on that. They literally go for Fairy like, oh yeah. Fairy goes like, oh yeah, this would be a great sniping spot. Oh yeah, I've checked everything out. You know, I found the quick escape routes and stuff. Like, so what do you mean I made her into a murder girl? She was always a murder girl. I liked Van overall, aside from the times he tell people. Okay, besides the times Van tells people to kill themselves, I like him. Just, fuck, I can't stop laughing every time I think about that. Like, there are characters I like. Dang, I think Katra's fucking great too overall. Like, I like a lot of characters that we see often. It's just that there's also a lot of characters where they're really not great. Man, mistake. Like, okay, to put it in another way, the characters that I lament for not being very important to the plot that I like. She's not too in depth, but I do like her interactions and her sass. I like Judith, but she's Judith, Fairy, Aaron. Fuck. Catra I can say now is important to the plot. Catra for a while wasn't really important to the plot, but they became important, so yeah. But those three are characters I like, and it's just like, God, I wish they had more plot importance. It fucking hurts to see them kind of just be there, you know? Blanche says it does kind of feel like even when we have less playable characters compared to Code Seal, holy heck, Holy Bear is away at the moment. The characters feel like they were used less compared to Code Seal. You're wrong. Aaron has no part of the plot. No. I might actually agree with you, Flare Flan, because like, hold on a second. Let's go back for a second. Let's go back. Jesus Christmas Christ. Ah, yes, the terror of a board. Jesus Christ, I forgot how much this stuff did. Yeah, let's just look through this for a second. Class 7 was what color? Me? Light blue. No, wait, Class 7 was that color, right? So we always had, a decent amount of work with Mackie's boyfriend because is that not in the trash can here? Oh, I forgot the trash can here. Damn, what a failure on me. But like, I don't need to go on why Emma was important. Big Brother was an important character, and he interacted a lot with our girl Milliam. Milliam was an important character. She got turned into a sword, and even stuff that too. Elliot is probably one of the least important ones. He had a lot of going on with her. Laura was probably one of the least important ones. I liked Laura, but she really didn't do much, if we're gonna be honest. Elisa was important, even though her storyline made me want to die a few times. The Wind wasn't important. Macchius, I couldn't really, in good faith, say he was all that important, per se. One of the problems with Daybreak is just how fucking long they took the game together in Daybreak. I know what you mean, but I will admit I read what you just said there, Carrie, as, man, Daybreak sucks for how long it took to take in Daybreak, and then my brain went, but everyone's here! Wait, he's talking about Daybreak 1, not Daybreak 2. My brain is dumb occasionally. You know, actually, I know we did have... So what, that's 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then Crow, of course, 6. 6 characters here? Yeah, we had like 6 characters of the old Class 7 who were still important to what was happening. Well, in comparison to that, in Daybreak 2, we have a smaller cast size. Oh my god, the board is like fucking mini in comparison, Jesus Christ. But we've got a smaller cast size, but all we got that are really important to the cast is 1, 2. I guess if I extend it now, 3 and 4 for them. God, yeah. Oh boy, yeah, that... Ooh. That hurts. That hurts to kind of see. It's definitely an issue with the game that we've got these characters around, and like, if I'm gonna put it frankly, why is Fairy here? Like, what is... So, just to give an idea of this, and like where the basic problem comes into play, is why is Fairy here? What is she... What is her character motivation for being here right now? Why is she with Van's place? Does she want to find her purpose in her life, more so? Okay. Can we like get that? If she's here to try and like find her purpose or answer her question because her father sent her there, is it really just that? That's kind of fucking nothing. Like, okay, if Fairy is... Because from what I understand by the conversation between her and her brother, Fairy is trying to find what she wants to do with her life, like what she actually wants and how she wants to do things. You know what I would do? I'd have Fairy try to I'd have like 1, maybe 3 side quests I'd have dedicated, where it's like Fairy's like, Van, let me take the lead, and it tries to figure out how to do the best thing for solutions and comes up with her own unique ways to her unique perspective, like, because she's like, maybe what I should be is something like you, Van. Like, something like that. To give her a bit more to do. And, like, that's not even story relevant, per se. It's just, like, I'm just trying to be like, what? Fairy doesn't really do much. let's give her something, right? Because I think that would be a decent starting point. Or like, why is Judith here? Like, what? Judith is here, and like, fine, but why? Like, I don't want to be mean, I really don't with this, but I'm just like, why is Judith here? What is her motivation for working with the group right now? And it's like, I guess it's because she cares about them? Sure. But does she have anything else? She's like, it's kind of incredible how much it's kind of incredible how much being Grimcat has not really been much of a factor into her characterization. Like, she hasn't gone over the weight of her legacy or how she feels about being Grimcat, or if she even wants to be Grimcat. Or if she felt like it was just something she had to do. Like, there's a lot you can do with her and her Grimcat row. It just doesn't feel like they've done anything with it. She seems to have some level of pride in being Grimcat, sure, but like, I want more. I think that's actually I think when I'm thinking about it a bit more, I think that's something I really dislike about how the quests, or the side quests, are handled in Daybreak, is they're not really using the side quests to explore a lot of the characters. Like, I'd really like it if the side quests were being used as ways, at least some of them, as ways to like expand on the characters in the group. Like, more dedicated side quests where they're their focus in some way, or they take the stage. The other problem is there's not nearly as many bonding events as in Coach Steel. Unironically, yeah. The bonding events could get a bit tiresome because of them limiting how many bonding events you could do. That was stupid. That was really, really fucking stupid. I hated that. But bonding events themselves are usually fine, if not good. With my memory set, my feelings say there were very rarely straight up bad bonding events. Like, I can't say that there were, like, I can't say I remember any bonding events right now that were like straight up bad. Maybe there were ones I didn't care too much about, but none come to mind immediately where I'm like, wow, that was shit. But yeah, it's just like they don't do enough with them. I can like these characters, and I do like some of them, but it's an odd feeling when like most of this is just being kind of left at the wayside when they should be doing a lot more work. They hate bonding events because they take too much time, but they did flesh out characters. Yeah. It's like, you can acknowledge that they had problems to them, but they did do something good for the story and for the characters. It's just a little bit crazy that it just doesn't feel like anything important particularly happened with this. You think this cast is loaded compared to Coach Steel? God, that feels so fucking weird to say. But I also can't... Like, I don't agree, but I also don't disagree. It's a weird thing where the cast is definitively smaller, but somehow they've gotten less development. And less time to themselves. Like, it's a very weird thing to say that the cast feels bloated, but when the characters just, like, when they feel like less characters are actually contributing, yeah, I guess you're right. It just is one of those things where it's like, it's really weird to say, but you're not wrong. Yeah, sometimes the bonding events for Coach Steel were, I think a lot of the time we ended up agreeing, why the fuck is this optional? Because most of the characterization was put in there. But yeah, it is so weird to think about it like that. Though, Carrie, I think you're right. It is bloated, but it's just so odd. Because it's not bloated in the literal sense of like too many characters. It's just like, it's just like, if you took out, good God, if Arc Ride Solutions was just Van, Agnes, and I guess Catra, since they got something going, would much really change? The answer is kind of no. Everything would be kind of the same overall. Which is insane to think about. You would dump Judith and Aaron. It hurts to say, but like, maybe Judith and Aaron would have been better as side characters, you know? Like, maybe they would have been better as side characters in this game rather than supposed to be main characters. It's a odd thing to say, but yeah. Yeah, just leave Aaron in chapter 2 of Daybreak. He's a fine enough character. He's got a decent thing going on when his story is actually focused on, but he's just barely given anything. I feel like you could say this is like the fault of Daybreak. Like, you can give a bit of leniency with Daybreak 2 because of its production times and what was happening and all that other stuff, but a lot of these issues we're kind of talking about were in Daybreak 1, or originate from Daybreak 1. Like, the issue with the characters kind of just being here was an issue that started in Daybreak 1. It wasn't something that suddenly appeared here. Flesh out Ren's part in Daybreak in exchange for losing Judith, Aaron, Fairy. You know what? I'd be fine with getting more on Ren. If Ren was allowed to be something that wasn't a Mary Sue or a plot device, I'd fucking be up for it. I've talked about it. Like, I want to see some good shit on Ren again. Like, there's been good stuff done with her. Just, like, she's not really Ren in this one. She needs so much more. Because, as it stands, she doesn't seem to be Ren anymore. She seems to be just someone completely different. Very frustrating to see a character that I liked a lot just kind of lose all the aspects that I liked about them. All the depth that was cool. God, this board talk has made me sad. It's like... really want to like Daybreak because there's a lot of factors that I unironically think Van might be the best protagonist we've had of any Trails game. Like, I think he might be the best protagonist we've had in all the Trails games so far, and I really like him. But it's just like, and I like a lot of the supporting cast too. It's just that the relevance for so many of them is fucking down in the buried 6 feet under. And that hurts a shit ton. Like, like, God, it makes me sad. This might be the highest discrepancy between I like the characters and how much I like the characters and how much I like the story. Meh. Oh boy. Thank you, everyone, for coming to my Depresso Expresso stream today, where I get sad about how much I want this to be better. Oh, or how close it is to being what I want. Yes. Anyway, thank you all for coming. If this is first time coming, may I suggest you subscribe, may the bell so where I'm streaming. Like, in my stream, like, comment down below, and share the stream around with you. Everything might be interested. But until next time, I'm gonna get up close, I'm gonna get quiet, and I'm gonna say bye.